Hey y'all. Okay, I'm like trying to get all my setup together. Oh my gosh. Here we are again, live again. This is a totally impromptu live video. But I just wanted to come on and say hey to you guys from New Orleans. I am on vacay and I am coming on live just to talk to you guys about my day and how I spent my day. Vlog is definitely coming soon. A cute little solo travel vlog of 24 hours in New Orleans. I've been filming kind of all day. As soon as I got here, I was super tired. I took a really early flight from home and I got here, and we're supposed to be going on a cruise tomorrow, so the plan was me and my friend were gonna come a day early and just kind of like spend the day in New Orleans, but we didn't end up doing that because she missed her flight. So here I am on another solo travel adventure, and honestly, guys, I was not mad at it at all. And I don't know, I just felt inspired to come on and speak with you guys as I was filming all day today. And I had a really good time, and I just so enjoy solo travel because I've become so just comfortable in my own skin, during my single season, which y'all know, my intro, which I didn't do in this live video, but in my intro, I always talk about how on this channel we talk about, all things fashion, beauty, lifestyle, feminine essence, feminine energy, self-love, and development. Well, a part of that self-love and development piece, a big part for me, has been in travel, and specifically in solo travel. I have learned, and connected with so many different parts of myself through, going on these adventures alone. You guys know I spent some time in Korea alone. I, lived there by myself. I was working there. I did, the year abroad thing after college. And it was the first time I had ever traveled alone internationally. Before then, I did do domestic travel alone, but I usually was meeting someone on the other side. I had never honestly traveled alone until that point. And at that point, during my year abroad, like, I had to do so many things alone. If I wanted to eat at a restaurant, I could have waited for, some of my new friends to join me. Or if I wanted to go to a specific area or part of town, or even go on a trip, I could have done it that way, but I would have really been missing out because, the thing is, and I know y'all hear it all the time, when you plan to do things with other people, other people they're on their own agenda. They're on their own agenda, and, a lot of the times things don't follow through, or people just, they're looking for different things, or they want to do different things than you, or, they have different priorities. Maybe travel is not a big priority in their life. Nothing wrong with having friends that, you don't travel with so often, because a lot of that is just real. It's real, it's adulting, and I've gotten to a place, especially with having that experience living abroad in Korea, where it forced me to become really, really comfortable just doing a lot of things on my own. If I wanted to travel, I had to be okay with, booking, a group thing, or going by myself, or trying to figure it out and booking it myself. And thankfully, there were a lot of group travel options that made it really, really easy for solo travelers like myself, because, most people that are going abroad to like teach in Korea are doing it alone. Some people do come with like a significant other or a friend or something like that, but for the majority, it's people who are kind of going on their own. So thankfully, there is an industry, and there is a lot of opportunities and options for that. But I would go to the spa by myself. I would go to eat by myself. I would go shop by myself. I did like 80% of all of the things that I ever did, I did by myself. Okay, well, I might say like 70%. But, because I did hang out with friends. I did date. I did, just like I do now, because I am still thriving in my single season now. And, I have a whole playlist on my channel about thriving in your single season, which I will definitely be adding this video to that playlist, because honestly, guys, I've learned so much. I continue to learn, I continue to grow, and I continue to thrive in my single season. Okay, so I know y'all are not really coming on. Last time I did a live video, which I hardly ever do live videos, I really want to start doing them more. I had, just a couple of people popping in, but I feel like if I schedule them, then, I probably will have a lot better turnout. But it doesn't really matter because this is real time. This is me talking. I don't have to edit it, which is awesome. That's less work for me, which is another reason I really love live videos. And I mean, I'm just coming to you guys from my hotel room. I'm staying at the Magnolia Hotel. I would show you guys around. It's not super duper tidy though. I mean, it's not like a whole mess or anything, but I do have things like laid around because after this video, guys, I'm like hopping in the shower and I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I'm probably gonna watch Virgin River because I downloaded like a bunch of the episodes. I'm already halfway through season 4. If you are into Virgin River, go ahead and comment down below. You guys know I'm a sap. Like, I'm a total romantic. I love all of that kind of stuff. So Virgin River is definitely one of my shows on Netflix. Okay. Plus the medical drama is kind of cool too. I used to love there's that other show, Heart of Dixie. Oh yeah, Heart of Dixie. And the same doctor that was in Heart of Dixie is in Virgin River. So yeah, just, letting y'all in on a little bit more of my personal life. But yeah, I had a really fun day today in New Orleans, and I just kind of want to, before I get off, I know it's been only like 6 minutes, which is pretty good. But I just want to share with you guys a little bit about just what are the benefits of solo travel? Why you should be solo traveling in your single season. So I got a little sidetracked, but we'll get back on topic. Why should you do it? Why should you do it in your single season? And I think that the biggest reason why you should do it in your single season is because of the personal growth that you experience during travel. Travel is an experience, a learning experience like no other. Like no course you could possibly take, no school you could possibly go to, no other type of education that you could ever partake in that is equivalent to what travel can teach you. It is so amazing because you're not just learning from seeing or reading or hearing. You are literally using all of your senses and your brain power when you're traveling. You are trying to make the best decisions and, navigating through language barriers and, figuring out currency and budgeting and, just navigation, you use your people skills, you use your brain in a different way. Just being in a whole different environment, a whole different space that is not home is also just exhilarating for you, for your mind, for your body, for your soul. For me, it's a soul thing. It's like, yes, newness. Yes, new people, new environment. Like, I'm walking around here and these people don't know me. Like, I don't know about you guys, but where I live, I have lived there. I grew up, in Raleigh, in the Raleigh-Durham area. So a lot of the times I'll go places and I'll see people that I know. And it's funny because even when I'm traveling within the state, guys, I have seen people that I know, not on purpose. So it's like, it starts to, and the world is small and we know that, and that's a beautiful thing. But guys, just going to a new place, a new area where the food is different and the people are different and the culture and the smells and the scenery and just everything is just different and new, the accents, and I love New Orleans. I love me. Y'all, you will see in the vlog, I went to a really, really delicious restaurant for dinner tonight. It was delicious. When I tell you it was delicious, it was delicious, okay? Creole style food, and just, I was drinking on the street. Now that is one thing I love about New Orleans is you can basically, you can drink alcohol like openly out in the streets and stuff. You can get like a cocktail to go. It's totally legal here. So, I had to take advantage of that, y'all. So just drinking hurricanes on the street and just talking with people, because the thing is, one extra tip, and I've mentioned this in some of my other like solo travel vlogs, which you guys will have to check out. I mentioned that sitting at the bar is honestly key. I've seen on social media that some girls, when they do solo travel, they will get like a whole table for themselves. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'd much rather go to sit at the bar and not take up a full table for myself, but just kind of like put myself in a position where, it's just very casual with me sitting alone in a restaurant. I can order, a lot of places they will serve the full menu at the bar. I can order what I want to order. I can talk with the bartender. I can potentially meet someone, whether it be, a man, a woman, a family, a couple, it doesn't matter. Mostly you won't meet families sitting at the bar. Duh. But, friends, even a couple, another couple, that's fine. I don't mind that. I like to put myself in positions where I can meet people and talk to people. I'm not the type of person that, is looking to be left alone, especially when solo travel. I feel like that's part of the fun. It's like you want to be open to meeting new people. You want to be open to the full experience that you are going to have. And whether that be somebody that you meet at a bar or somebody that you meet while you are walking along on the street. I mean, obviously be safe, be careful. That's part of the reason why, because we are leaving tomorrow, so there are things that I need to do. I can't like be out on Bourbon Street partying it up. But I do have a NOLA vlog where we did a girls trip for a friend of mine's birthday. So that's on the channel. So if y'all want to see more of like New Orleans life, definitely go check that out. I'll see if I can't link it below. But yeah, no Bourbon Street for me. No partying tonight. I have to, be good. I gotta save it for the cruise ship, and I got to, do a couple of things while I'm here. Obviously, I wanted to check in with you guys, but the greatest thing about solo travel is honestly that it's the versatility. Like, when you go on trips with other people, you kind of have to go off of them. You guys are trying to do things together. Not that you can't do things without them, but then again, it depends on who you travel with. So you have to kind of find people that you travel well with, and then, you don't really have like that full autonomy. Of course, you want to travel with people that are interested in doing the same type of things that you'd be interested in doing, and that's when you have the best time. But that doesn't always happen. And I've heard a lot of people, girls, complain, especially girls trips. A lot of drama can happen on girls trips where, you're going on these trips and all different things can happen, and you're just not happy because you didn't get the full experience that you wanted. That has definitely happened to me. That happened to me in Vegas, which is supposed to be a place where you have a lot of fun. Did not have that experience when I was in Vegas. So the people that you go with, it really matters. When I went to Vegas, I actually ended up doing half of my trip as a solo trip. Well, I won't say half, I'll say like the last day. And it was the best day that I had out of that entire trip, because I was doing what I wanted to do. And that's what solo travel affords you, that full autonomy to just be able to do what you want to do, eat what you want to eat, go where you want to go, see what you want to see, experience the things you want to experience, and not have to, figure out another person and manage and try and make it work with another person and whatever it is that they want to do. And I feel like that's honestly the best part about solo travel. During your single season, this is really the best time to do as much solo travel as you can. See the world around you, visit more places in your country, your hometown even. If you can't, say you can't afford to, go out of state or out of the country right now, you can start small. I did a solo trip to Charlotte, North Carolina, which is about 2.5, 3 hours away from where I live. And that was super fun. I actually have cousins who live out there, which is another, kind of I guess a little bit of a tip. But the thing is, I did not stay with them. Now, if you're really tight on cash, you can do that kind of a thing. for me, I didn't want to have to explain to anybody because they have kids and stuff. It's like a family. So I spent like an evening with them, hanging out with them, visiting with them, and that was great. But for me, I want to like go out, go, to bars and like different restaurants, and like maybe I might be seen out in a club, somebody club or something like that, meet up with other people that I know in the area or whatever, or just go out, even if I don't know anybody in the area. And um, it can be a little awkward when you are staying with family members that have children and things like that. So I just feel like, you're grown. Go ahead, get you a hotel, get you an Airbnb. It can be really cost effective. When I went to Charlotte, that was a very cost effective trip. That's another benefit of solo travel, by the way. You 100% control the cost. You do not have to consult with anybody about where you're staying, how much you're paying for it, splitting the difference, yada, yada, yada. If you want to live with or stay with family, you can stay with family. If you want to stay with a friend, you can do that. You can stay with a friend. You can manage that and then use your money towards other things that you want to experience. If you want to do an Airbnb, you can do an Airbnb. When I was in Charlotte, I actually did get an Airbnb. I did a room in a house. I think it was something around $30 a night. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. The only thing about it was a little bit far away from a lot of the places I wanted to go to. It was about 20 minutes out. So it was in a proper neighborhood. I mean, a very safe area, very comfortable stay, but that was the only downside about it. So, you when it comes to Airbnb, you're going to have some hits, some misses. We actually booked this hotel through Airbnb. It's a boutique hotel. It's an older place. Actually, it's an old building. It's like one of the historic buildings here in New Orleans, and it's definitely cute. It's definitely got its charms, but it's old. It's older. I mean, it's an experience to be staying here as opposed to maybe like a newer hotel, a hotel that has like more of a updated everything basically. So that and it's an experience. So that's one thing about solo travel is you get to dictate where you're going, what you're doing, how you're doing it, and you don't have to consult with anybody else. You can change plans last minute. You don't have to stick to anything that you don't want to. You can kind of if you're anything like me, I'm partly like I like to plan things, and then I also like to kind of like free fall it or whatever, just kind of like do my own thing at my own time, have a little bit of a plan, a couple of things that I know I want to do, but keep an open mind and, be able to do, explore a little bit, be a little adventurous, and just see where things take me. And that has honestly been really fun. I've gotten to have a lot of experiences through that, met people, done things I normally would have not done. Just having that kind of a mindset and being open-minded to that. So that's a big thing. And lastly, guys, because I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to address safety, because of course as women we are always concerned about our safety, and I want to let you know that it is 100% safe for you to travel by yourself. Even in a situation like this, I was supposed to be with a friend of mine. It didn't work out. This is when being comfortable being by yourself and being alone comes in handy, because say if I was scared, right, to be in a foreign city, by myself and not have anybody to go places with me, if I was honestly scared about that, then I probably would have just stayed in my hotel the whole afternoon instead of like going out and experiencing things and meeting people and talking to people and eating delicious food and drinking yummy drinks and shopping and sightseeing and taking videos and taking pictures and all the things that I wanted to do. And like, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I almost saw the Nope movie, the new Jordan Peele movie, because I stumbled upon a movie theater and I was there at like 7:15. Movie started at 7:30. I was like, oh snap, this would be amazing. I can have another hurricane and I can watch this trippy movie. But I was like, no, I can't, because I'm probably not going to get back to my hotel until like 10 or 11. And I didn't want to be out that late, honestly. So I would say for safety, just making sure that you don't drink too much and that you're not out late by yourself in areas where you just aren't able to, like, where you don't feel that safe. I think that is a big key. So for me, I was feeling good, but I wasn't drunk, guys. Like, I'm not stumbling around the streets of New Orleans, downtown New Orleans, like drunk or anything. But I am just conscious of where I am, how much alcohol I'm drinking, what I'm doing, all those things. Just being conscious of that. And, a big thing for me when I do travel alone is I prefer to travel during the weekdays. So if that's something that you're able to do, as opposed to the weekends, because, a lot more people are out on the weekends. Things go down on the weekend, y'all. And the weekend is a time where you'd rather be spending time with other people. I mean, you can be by yourself, but you probably aren't going to go out. Like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, like, I'm not going to go and, like, typically, like I did today, and today is a Sunday, but typically I'm not going to go out on a weekend, like on a Saturday night, and, like, sit at the bar alone. I could do that. If I'm solo traveling, I could. Like, there's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of nicer during the week. This is a pro tip, because you will find a lot more people alone during the week. So it gives you a better opportunity to connect with others. And hey, you're single, so you never know who you could meet again. And, I think that is the best part about it, is when you do have that open mind, when you do have that kind of, like, sense of adventure and just wanting, just ready to receive whatever is coming towards you, all of the good things, obviously, positive things, and just, putting that out there into the world, into the universe, and, just being ready to receive it, just being ready to receive meeting good people, making new friends, meeting a potential love interest. You guys know I'm a romantic at heart, and, you definitely can meet people at the bar. Like, you heard it here. It's not just in the movies. You absolutely can meet people at the bar. And, as long as you are friendly, approachable, and, you know how to be a good conversationalist, I think that solo travel also helps a lot with people skills. If you are someone who kind of struggles with people skills, or you don't have, how, like, some people are like, I hate small talk, but the thing is, mastering small talk is truly an art. So if you are the type of person that struggles with that kind of a thing, solo travel really does help. Being able to strike up a conversation with the bartender, you can practice with them. They're really good. Asking, questions about the menu, and then they may ask you a question about yourself, where are you from? And then, the conversation goes from there. So if that's something that you struggle with, I think solo travel really does help a lot with that. And just developing people skills in general during your single season is a positive thing, because at the end of the day, if you are somebody who wants to meet the right person, who wants to have, a loving, healthy, aligned relationship. And when I say aligned, I do mean, you aligned in your feminine essence and being, and who God created you to be, with a man who is aligned in his masculine, and, just in his essence as who God created him to be. And you come together, and it is a beautiful, divine, aligned union. Obviously, if you're going to meet that kind of a person, you need to be able to meet people in general. So that is, a big key as well. So, being able to do that is really helpful. And as far as safety goes, I just wanted to reassure you guys that it is perfectly and completely safe. Obviously, things happen in our world every day, but it's no reason to be afraid, to not live your life the way that you want to, or do the things that you want to do, because you're afraid, or you're waiting on people, or you're not sure. I guarantee you, if you're the type of person that watches the news a lot of the times, or you keep up with, different things happening in the news, a lot of that stuff is there's stories that are put together in a way to make you afraid. And that's why it's so addictive. That's why, this 24-hour news cycle is so addictive. So, I want to encourage you to be careful about that. If something that you really enjoy doing, or you really desire to do, is to travel, because a lot of the things that you hear about other parts of the country or other parts of the world are, kind of exaggerated, and there is a storyline to it because you are watching a major news network on television that, yes, does have ratings and do count ratings and always want to keep those ratings up, keep the money up, keep it going, because that is where we're at. We're in a capitalist society, and that is what it is. And guys, I'm not going to go too deep into that, because if I do, we will be here all night. But I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know kind of my little tidbits and a little kind of, I guess, 2 cents when it comes to why you should be traveling solo when you're in your single season. I think every single woman should do it at least once during your single season. But honestly, you're gonna love it so much, you're probably gonna want to do it a lot more than just once, okay? And it's just a great way to be in your life, because no matter what happens, like I told you guys, my friend was supposed to meet me here, she didn't. I still had a fantastic, fabulous time. But whatever happens in life, just knowing that you got you, and that you are going to make lemons out of lemon, or lemonade out of some lemons if they come your way, is a fantastic, fantastic feeling to have. And knowing that you are always going to be able to manage on your own. You know how to have a good time on your own. You love yourself. You enjoy your own company. You are not dependent on another person to make your life happy or exciting or blissful or whatever. You can do that for yourself, and that is honestly the crux of self-love. That is the crux of where you really start to do that inner work and start to build on that self-development. So I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys. I hope that this video inspired you, blessed you, added something to your life, and I hope that you guys just we start a little conversation. Of course, you guys are always welcome to DM me on Instagram at Here Is Neema. I'm going to leave all of the stuff that I mentioned down below, all my information and all that good stuff. And I am going to hit the shower and enjoy the rest of my night, do all the things that I need to do. Expect a vlog coming up soon of my cruise and of New Orleans. And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Lots of kisses, lots of love, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.